YouTube, what's up, you fantastically beautiful people? How did we get into this situation? Let's get into it right after this. Alright, so welcome back, and as y'all can see, there is quite a lot going on above me here, and there's a story behind this. So I'm going to overlay a clip here, and then we're going to get into the story. About a week ago, roughly, I'm waking up about 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30 or something like that, because I work nights at my 9-to-5 job, and this is what I wake up to. So here's the clip of it, and then we'll jump back in. So that's quite something to wake up to. It was absolutely pouring down. There's light fixtures that obviously y'all can see are missing right in that area. There were light fixtures there. There was the air vents was right. Let's go. The air vent was obviously right above me here, and it was absolutely pouring down with water. So I placed a panic phone call to the office here. And I got to tell you, their response time was actually pretty freaking incredible. Within probably less than 2 minutes of me making the phone call saying there was water dripping down, you know, basically everywhere, they were here. Within less than 2 minutes, they were here. They walked in, they were like, oh, crap. You know, they immediately go running upstairs. Within probably less than 30 minutes, the construction crews were here. They were cutting the wall down. They were getting the insulation out. They're running fans. The fans have been going for about a week or so. They started running the fans, the whole 9 yards, and they've been really, really cool about it. Long story short, it turns out that the poor lady that lives above me, and you know, she couldn't have been more apologetic. She'd gone on a work trip, and the cat had, well, let's fast forward, or retract a little bit. She'd gone on a work trip. She had left her sink plug in her sink, and the cat got up on here and turned this guy on. So it started running from when she said she left about 6 o'clock in the morning till I found it at 10:30. So you're talking hours. You know, I don't know how long it would have taken to get from upstairs to me, but it did. So they had to cut a massive hole in my roof, pull all the insulation out. They've also gone, and pardon the noise here, they've also had to go a little bit down the wall there to get some of the insulation out there. So it soaked my roof. Luckily, the studio portion is okay. The electronics, the gaming studio and all that is totally fine. It also went through the floor and went through the ladies' unit below me as well. So fast forward, we're now a week into this. They should be coming by at some point today to have a look at it, and I'm not putting them on camera. I'm keeping them private for all those right reasons, because the complex has actually been remarkable at their response to this, and covering all the lost stuff. We won't get into any of what was lost either, out of privacy reasons and stuff like that, but they're covering, taking care of all of that, which is really, really nice. But these are the cards that we've been dealt as of, I don't know, about a week ago. In fact, I think today is Friday that we're recording this, and it was actually exactly a week ago. A couple of days ago, we were live streaming from the balcony, and y'all caught some glimpses of this, that kind of stuff. And so I'll keep y'all updated a little bit as to how the progress is going. But they did come in Monday of this week, so about 4 or 5 days ago, and they said it's still too wet down the walls and some of the corners, because we're missing also corners here, and I know that's windy. We're missing corners there as well because of moisture and that kind of stuff. So that's the story sort of behind this situation, and I'll give you all an update in a couple of days as to the progress and that kind of stuff. Like I said, they're supposed to come today and have a look at it, and maybe by mid next week we'll have a refinished kitchen, which will be nice. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the updates. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. look forward to more vlogs and offline content. I've missed doing these. I really, really have. We'll get into more as to the reasons of why and all that in another video. But guys, I appreciate it. Hang out for the next update on the water issues, shall we say. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, everybody.